Do you want
Okay.
me to talk real quickly about the registration?
Yeah, I had no idea. So condos can
Okay.
almost like opt out.
Any building, condos and rental properties can opt out. The city actually has a registration list for no short-term rentals. It's very, very easy on the city's website. If you just search on the city's website for the short-term registration list, you fill out a form, you submit it. They know then that your unit, your building, that address cannot show up on any licenses for Airbnb. So under the ordinance, just so you guys are aware, there's two sides to the licenses. The owner who's actually renting their unit has to get a license, but Airbnb actually has to register too, and Airbnb has to assign a monitor or a regional contact person who is supposed to continue watching and monitoring the prohibited buildings list, the list of buildings that are not allowed to have short-term rentals, and comparing it to their Airbnb website and reporting to the city if they see any buildings or any units on their website that are on the prohibited buildings list. So two things could happen that protect either the association, a condominium association that registers, or a multifamily rental building that registers. Either the owner of that condominium, or in rental properties, I've had a lot of clients in large buildings where a tenant takes out a lease and then just starts advertising it on Airbnb. If either of those occur, the city will deny that license because they know that address is on the prohibited buildings list. If the city misses it, which, might happen, then Airbnb is supposed to catch it. That's the other fail safe, is that if Airbnb sees a listing with that address, they should have some kind of red flag system go off and alert either the city, and I've actually had Airbnb alert clients directly, hey, this may be a fraudulent or illegal listing. And I also have clients who are on the prohibited building list that they assign somebody in their leasing office once a month to scan Airbnb for their address to make sure that there's no listings. So there are some protections in place. So definitely, if you are renting your single condominium unit and you want to do an Airbnb, you will need to see if that building is on the prohibited buildings list. You can usually check with the board of your association or management company, but that protection was built into the ordinance as well.
Got it. All right. So let's say I'm a small housing provider, use the condo example, I have a 4-unit, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go get this license. Right. So is there just a link to the city's website? We'll link to it in the show notes, but what is step one from my end?
Yeah, you just go to the city's website with your checkbook because there's a licensing fee. It's not much. I think it's like $250 to get licensed. And you just have to fill in a bunch of information and meet the criteria that they're looking for. You'll have all your contact information, descriptions of the property and the units that you want to rent and list on Airbnb or whatever other platform. And then you make your licensing payment, your application payment, and then they'll process the license. My understanding is it takes about 30 days. And I will say that was pre-pandemic. I have not had clients letting me know since the pandemic any updates about licensing. So I don't know since the pandemic. Everything seems to be moving a little slower since the pandemic. So I don't want anybody to hold me to 30 days.